Alright, what would you say is your worst map?
My worst map? It was Sanctuary before I started playing with you.
Alright, we'll just do a Sank real quick.
And Element.
Slayer.
Brian Walkie was chosen. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let's see here. Off the start, if you ever want to go sniper rifle, this is for everybody. If you want to dodge grenades, the best way to dodge grenades off sniper is grabbing it and then dropping like this, and then coming up here, because usually what they do is they'll go for a nade that'll hit here, and then it'll land like right here, or like kind of like back here in the sniper. And that's what some people like go. They'll sprint here, they'll grab the sniper, and they'll come up like this, and they'll just get bombarded with nades, or like a nade that'll just hit here and then just explode here. So if you just go right off the start, I just go this, cock it, and then just sprint up to ring 2. I like to be aggressive with it on Sanctuary. I don't usually go ring 3 on Sank because I always die, to be honest. Like, I always feel like I just get molested right off it. But when you're being like, this map is all about like maneuvering, like staying alive around the ring. Like if you can stay alive, like drop down their bonfire, sprint through their freaking up their bond, up the spiral down to your jump up, and like sprint all the way over here, like into like a little nifty courtyard bonfire. You're gonna be in good shape if you can just like run around the bottom of the ring. A lot of people don't understand or don't really expect is like a lot of people push into ring from bonfire, and people don't even look for it. So if you're trying to make a push with like up for rockets or anything like that, a lot of people are gonna be they'll be in ring already, but they'll be like on their wall or your wall, and they'll be looking at like jump ups and like notice they'll sit right here, right? And then when you sit here, can you see the bonfire? You can't even. No. I mean, not unless you like go like up or left, like. And a lot of people crouch here too, so it even eliminates more of their view. And they're gonna be looking at the jump up, waiting for rockets, or they'll be like this, looking their pea shooter scoped in. And if you're scoped in at the pea shooter, can you see anyone below you coming up your spiral? No, like if you're like go like here on your side, and like look through the sniper. Right, like if you're just like looking there, like. You can't see anything below you, below your spiral. Like, so if this guy's pushing ring 1, like right here, like here, watch. Right, I'm pushing ring 1, you can't see me, like you wouldn't be able to see me, and then I'd be able to maybe like throw like a little nade, jump up, and then kill you, drop down, grab rockets. Yeah, so whenever I don't have ring 2 control, the safest way to enter is definitely ring 1, because if you go through, because people can hear you sprint to your jump up, and then they already know to pre-nade right here. Or to pre-nade, like here, bounce it, and then land here, and then you'll just be one shot, and then you'll either die or eventually die. So, if you're going to push in ring and be aggressive, always have one person coming through bonfire, or flanking around, like, from their bonfire. As for the flag, a little spawn, this is pretty much just a spawn system for everybody and you on Sanctuary. This is more important for flag, but if you can, I guess spawn trap them on Slayer. But if they spawn rocks, right? Like if you see all 4 of them just spawn rockets and like we're trying to arm the bomb. Like let's say like some chaos happens, some people get away, some people kind of like get to like their turret, but in the end they all die, and we have 2 people left on our team, and we just armed the bomb. Right? We want to kind of push back into ring and maybe keep 1 person on their flag, right? But they're gonna spawn under their turret, in their courtyard, or in their snipe hut, because they all 4 just spawn rocks, and they're not going to all 4 spawn there again. Right? So now, like, and that's like the thing, in your head you always have to constantly remember where they last spawned. Right? And that's how you know, that's how you're going to be able to push up and be aggressive with a sniper rifle. Right? So like, let's just say, like right there, I just picked up a sniper at 11:10. Alright? And we just killed them all in their rocks, and we armed the bomb. And I'm pushing up, I'm pushing up, I'm pushing up. I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to be anywhere around here because they're going to spawn in their hut. and like I'm gonna know that mentally because I know that they all 4 just spawned in their rocks. So like that's a good time to be aggressive in their rocks. You could push the sniper like right here on their jump up, and just watch on their turret, on top of their turret, watch their hut, maybe push out a little bit more and watch their courtyard, their pea shooter, and then like let's just say it's opposite, vice versa. You know that 4 of them just spawned courtyard and they're all dead, and you just picked up a fresh sniper. That's when you can sprint here to their pea shooter and kind of watch rock spawn and just try to peel some of them off of rocks. Don't sit like right here in the open, like in the middle of this. Either be here, so you can hide right away if you start getting melted, or be like right here, so you can always fade back. But if you're standing like right here out in the open, you're pretty much just gonna get shot at by everything. Other than that, that's pretty much the spawn system. Like if they spawn flag, they're probably gonna spawn in their courtyard next time you kill them. And if you kill them in their courtyard, they're gonna spawn rocks. You kill them in their rocks, they're gonna spawn courtyard. And then you just gotta watch the split spawn, which is like if you kill them all in their flag, and that's kind of where they spawned as well, and you have people in their rocks, like they're probably gonna spawn courtyard, because they obviously you have people in their rocks blocking that spawn. But then if everyone kind of pushes up and there's still 2 dead, and they push up in their rocks or their snipe hut to kill everyone here in courtyard, then the other 2 guys are probably going to spawn in rocks. Like that's like to get a split spawn. Like that's what would force a split spawn. It's pretty much 4 of them spawning on their flag, dying here, right, at different times. 2 of them spawn in their courtyard. Everyone over pushes them, like tries to be aggressive and kill those 2 guys, but then another 2 spawn in their back rocks. That's that. I am starving. I'm gonna get Jimmy John's before I go to my class. And that's pretty much sank, dude. Oh, here, let me teach you a really good nade.
Well, to start off, I'm usually bad with like map movement. I have a decent DMR. It's not amazing, and I know like. Yeah,
yeah, your DMR is good.
Go back and forth, but most of the time it's just map moving.
Well,
I'll move somewhere and just get naded instantly.
Well, see, then that's just the only thing that'll help you with that is just repetitive play. Like you have the more you play, it's like a coloring book, right? Or it's like a flip book. Let's say it's like a flip book, right? The first page of the flip book is gonna be like vague, right? There's not gonna be a lot of color on it. And then you keep flipping it, and more comes into the picture until the end when you have like the final image or whatever after the whole like page. Well, like right when you start playing Halo, it's gonna be the beginning of that flip book. Like you're gonna have just like the little frag. You have a dot, and the second page is gonna be 2 dots, and the third page is gonna be 3 dots, and the fourth page is gonna be 4 dots. Well, the more Halo you play, and the more times you play the map, essentially it's gonna be like a new dot that's gonna form in like your head, and eventually you're gonna have the map like the back of your hand. Like you're just gonna know everything. You're gonna be able to jump like this, hop up in a ring 2, drop here. I'm gonna call bonfire. Then just jetpack up, and you know you're gonna be able to hit like ring 3, like without even like looking. You can walk around ring 3 without looking down. Like you know you're gonna be able to hit each ledge without having to like stare down at the ground. And that's all. The only thing that's gonna help you with that is just playing a little bit more. I mean, like that's really it. Oh, but here, let me show you a sick nade though to end this little map. All right, right here. Ready, dude? Check this nade out. Bink. Now come over here. That grenade landed right here. Just right here, dude. Destroys everyone on their courtyard bonfire. And everyone thinks that their courtyard bonfire is the safest bonfire. To be honest, it kind of is. But not with those frag grenades, dude. Like here, watch. Just sit like right there.
Right there?
Yep. Or just anywhere, yeah. It'll hit you if you're there too. Like that's the great thing. It'll hit people if they're here. They're here, if they're here, if they're here, if they're here, if they're here, like this whole little radius. And then the great part about the natives is you can throw, like, like how far you can throw it. Like, I can throw this nade at you right now from the position I'm in. Here, come here. I want you to see where you can throw it. Like, do you think I'd be able to throw it from here? Like, I mean, like, you can't, I can't really see it.
Probably.
I bet you can, dude. Just toss a little nade right there. Bink!
Landed right in the corner. Landed like right here.
Exactly. So when you have someone weak off their spawn, like let's say your entire team is on their side and you just spawned, right? Okay, so you just spawn and your entire team gets massacred, but there's 2 people one-shot their courtyard bonfire. Well, you're not going to be able to really nade them off this spawn, only on your flag, but you can hit that bonfire from like all the way in the back of your rocks just by jumping and throwing it right in between your jump up and the top car. And then it bounces off here and just destroys everything. Alright.
Game over.
Here, let's do element.